We just spoke with Bob Herrig, Sports Illustrated golf writer, who's got a book out on Tiger Woods. And he brought up the point that Tiger's probably underpaid. He elevated the sport. Everybody made money off him. And we got a question up on Facebook. Why did Caitlin Clark get so much flack? Isn't Caitlin Clark making everybody associated with women's basketball a lot of money? I mean, she's raising a profile, and either what she's done already or what we expect her to do as a pro. And I guess with health, you never know. But what we expect her to do as a pro to one degree or another.
Oh, that'll be interesting because I don't think she's making everybody money because there's so many participants in golf. It's a fraction of the people compared to all these studs that are involved in women's basketball. I'm not sure that she will because you're speaking of the WNBA as she goes on, and Indiana Fever have the number one pick here, and obviously they'll take her. Way to go, and away you go. I think she'll make Indiana some money for sure, but the sport isn't really set up to succeed at its highest level.
Playing in the summer.
Yeah.
Right.
It's just
indoor sports are set up for the winter, and outdoor sports are set up for the summer.
Right.
But this has been a summer league forever, and it's the economics that NBA wants to fill arenas in the summer. So a lot of these arenas, not all of them, but a lot of them have the NHL and the NBA and don't need a third tenant in the winter.
Yeah. It's sort of off the radar a little bit. Certainly the regular season is, maybe in the playoff. But it'd be cool if she could elevate the sport, that particular league, rather than the sport. She's already elevated the sport of women's basketball. I don't think there's any question about that. It's a question of, can she elevate this particular league? That remains to be seen as far as that goes. Because a lot of these great college players, you follow them and you're aware of them in college, and then they go off, and it seems like, and then when the Olympics happen, well then we're really tuned into it. But I'm not sure. Hopefully she can. That'd be great. More power to it, man. It would be fun for that league to rise up. But if you go by the TV rating and all that stuff, they make a big deal about the TV rating for the women's game, and that's awesome. But then you look at the women's game at the pro level, and it doesn't correspond.
It does not. But whatever she's able to do for it incrementally, I mean, she's going to sell tickets. It's also a smaller league. I think they only have a dozen teams, don't they?
I don't know.
And so,
I've been following women's volleyball for 30 years now. Not women's.
That a kid. Good for you.
I told people that. You're so full of crap. You couldn't name me one volleyball player in the entire college ranks, and you follow women's volleyball. That took the cake. It took 22 years, but you finally outdone yourself.
Hey, I got year 23 and 24. Don't count me out.
So we'll see. I mean, she has brought untold amounts of attention, and it's really cool. She's a fun player to watch. I don't get why her peers, her older peers, in the basketball sense, they all took shots at her.
Scotty says it's jealousy.
It appeared to be.
Chowder says haters gonna hate.
Didn't make any sense to me. Why those ex-UConn players were on there just dogging her. Why?
She beat UConn.
So what?
UConn's lost other games. They don't win it every year. They win it a lot, but they don't win it every year.
Yeah, and then that controversial call and the moving screen and all that. And I love all these men, these media guys just chiming in. What they're really saying is, look at me, man. I just support women's sports so much. That's what they're doing. They never said anything before, and now all of a sudden they're into it.
Yep. A lot of people got into it. I mean, that was a lot of people watching the game.
But the sports media guys, when you tweet about it, it's really, look at me. I'm so progressive. Come on.
DJ and PK, it's 97.5 The Zone. When we come back, the Utah Jazz, 12 in a row. How much more of this can you take? We will get to that next. Stay with us.